Welcome to EDU World Space.
Okay, question 9. For each of the following events, explain the short-run and long-run effects on output and the price level. Assume policymakers take no action. So question A, the stock market declines sharply, reducing consumers' wealth. So this question is easy since the consumer's wealth is reduced. People are not that rich. They can buy fewer goods. So the aggregate demand curve shifts to the left, and the equilibrium moves from this point to the red point over here. So in the short run, the price level is going down and the output is going down. But in the long run, we know that the aggregate supply will adjust accordingly. So in the long run, we still have this equilibrium ended up here. All right, question B. The federal government increases spending on national defense. So increase of government spending is an increase in aggregate demand. So we know that we have this new aggregate demand here. So same, we have this new equilibrium here. So in the short run, the price level is going up and the production is going up. But since this is not a technological change or something, in the long run, the aggregate supply is also going to adjust. So it is going to shift to the left. So the long run equilibrium will end up at this point. Okay, question C is where we have a change in long run aggregate supply. Because it is saying that a technological improvement raises productivity. So if we see something like raises the productivity, we know that it is the long run vertical curve shifts to the right. So this is the final outcome. But how do we approach this final outcome? We approach this by moving aggregate supply and aggregate demand gradually. Say we know that there's a technological improvement rate that raises productivity. We know that, okay, now every firm can produce more, say, a laptop or something. So we have a right shift of this aggregate supply and also a right shift of aggregate demand, because we know that we know that companies are producing more laptops, and the laptops have a higher quality. They run faster, they have a larger memory. So our aggregate demand is also going to shift to the right. So that is how we end up this new equilibrium here, that in the long run, the output is increasing while the price level is uncertain, but most possibly going upward as well. Okay, question D. A recession overseas causes foreigners to buy fewer US goods. So first step, we know that aggregate demand is decreasing because we know that now foreigners don't buy US product, so aggregate demand decreases. But this is a case where the aggregate will adjust accordingly as well. So in the short run, we have the equilibrium right here at this red dot, but then since people are expecting a lower price, they expect a lower wage as well. So the firm can hire more workers. So if the aggregate supply also adjusts to the right hand side, we still have the equilibrium ended up here at the same level as it used to be.